My name is DeLisa Fairweather, and I'm a myocarditis researcher from Jacksonville, Florida. And my association with the Myocarditis Foundation is that I'm a board member, as well as just being a longtime researcher. So I was a PhD student in Australia, and I was given the assignment of trying to describe how a virus could cause an autoimmune disease. And I found that that was just an amazing idea, how could that happen? And so that really captured my imagination to research myocarditis, and I started then with my PhD researching it and looking at common viruses. So for my PhD, I looked at cytomegalovirus. It's the common virus we catch that causes mono. And then I went to another virus called Coxsackie virus, and that's one that we catch as a child, and like the flu we get every year, and it causes basically a stomach flu in the summer. And that is the leading cause of myocarditis in the United States. Myocarditis is an inflammation of the heart muscle. So it actually is very similar to atherosclerosis, what causes a heart attack. It's just that the inflammation, rather than being located in the vessel wall, is located in the heart muscle. And the problem that can happen is you can get so much inflammation in the heart that the heart just stops beating. You have heart failure. Another problem that happens with it is the inflammation can cause permanent damage to that heart muscle that doesn't really repair well, and you can end up with an enlarged heart. The heart muscle is just trying to work as a pump all the time, and when it can no longer pump well, it just tries harder and harder, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then then it just goes into heart failure, and that's when you need to have a heart transplant. Myocarditis has really, changed the course of my life. I started off as a PhD student, really wanting, to make a difference for a disease, and when I started researching myocarditis, I had no idea that where it would take me, and that I would still be working on it. And really, I'd say I really started off as more of an intellectual question. But when I came to the United States, then I got involved with the Myocarditis Foundation, and that took me to a completely different place, because once I met patients and I met family members that had lost someone, and I heard their stories, that made all the difference, where I didn't want to just treat it as an intellectual question, but I really wanted to make a difference for these people and impact disease worldwide. And so I work night and day trying to, really, resolve the questions that we have with this disease. And also that, I really wanted to serve on the board and serve volunteering for the Myocarditis Foundation, because, it's very rewarding to have your work really be meaningful to change people's lives. And so it's greatly impacted my life.